Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Aquarius for this Blue Aquarius Full Moon happening on August 22nd. So this full moon has been described as basically the luckiest and the sexiest of the year. So on the same day the confident Leo Sun slips into service-oriented, down-to-earth Virgo, we have our second full moon in Aquarius, which makes it a blue moon. And it has a real lucky in love vibe. So Aquarius is the sign of rebellion and truth, and it holds fiercely on to the values of the individual. So Aquarius wants us to make sure we don't get lost in the crowd and make sure that our unique beauty shines. This full moon is also conjunct Jupiter and literally makes 0 negative aspects, so it should bring us hope, clarity, and balance. All right, if this reading resonates for you guys, I'm just going to ask that you guys like, share, and subscribe. And also, you guys can now check me out on Instagram and TikTok for additional messages. If you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance down below. And also feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what messages come through for my dearest Aquarius for this blue moon in your sign. Messages, please, for Aquarius for this blue moon in your sign. All right, your energy is the 10 of Cups in reverse. What you're leaving behind, the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. What you're moving towards, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. 5 of Wands, what you need to do. 6 of Pentacles, advice. What you need to know, the Empress in reverse. And final outcome advice, the Fool. Beautiful. Aquarius, you guys are ready to start something new here. Absolutely. And you're leaving some sort of stability behind. Traditions, beliefs, families, a long-term commitment, because it's no longer emotionally fulfilling. The overall energy, the 10 of Wands. So Aquarius, you guys have 3 10s coming out in your reading. 10, 10, 10. A really important number sequence for you guys to follow. Or you may have already been seeing that, or you might be seeing that. The funny thing is, right before I started this reading, it was 10:10 on my clock. So that's a really interesting synchronicity. So the energy that you guys are bringing into this full moon, the 10 of Cups in reverse. So you're walking away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling. For many of you guys, it does feel like it's a long-term commitment. And there's some struggle here emotionally. This hasn't been easy, and I see that you guys are really going after, you've dared to dream big or to dream different, and that's sort of why this whole sort of journey, this whole reading is going down. So what you're leaving behind is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is stability. So this could be a job, this could be a long-term commitment, it could be family, it could be a home. It's something that you've invested a lot of time and energy into. What you're moving towards, we have the Hierophant card, Taurus energy. We have Taurus energy coming out twice, also with the Empress, Taurus, Libra, and also Aries here with the Fool card. But the Hierophant is telling me here that there are traditions, there are beliefs, there are values, there's ways of behavior that you're leaving behind, because you're shifting into a new perspective, you're shifting into a new you. And with the Hierophant card, you are following your own values, what's in alignment with you. This is a very spiritually, very divinely guided shift or change that you're taking, that's happening. Now, for some of you guys, if this is about career or finances, it's like you may be in a career, like in a shadow career or situation that isn't quite in alignment with who you are. And even though it provides you or provided you a lot of stability and money, financial security, and maybe routine even, you're switching it up for something different, something much more powerful, something much more aligned with you. And for some of my Aquarius as well, you're leaving behind a connection because you're spiritually guided towards someone or something else. Now, these two cards are my advice cards, what you need to do. So we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So I definitely feel like there was a lot of fighting or arguing or strife or just conflict in whatever this is that has come to an end for you. You are carrying a lot of burdens, okay? With the Six of Swords in reverse, and we have the Emperor in reverse as well, I do see that for many of you, this was like a marriage or a long-term commitment where you guys just sort of fell out of alignment. And I feel like this person has come back to you, or maybe you went back to this person or this situation. Again, not all of you is it going to be love and relationships. Maybe it's, maybe you've come back to this situation a number of times, but it's time for it to end. And I think you're recognizing that. And we see that with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, because this is an energy of releasing that which you need to let go of. And some of you guys, it could be a thought, it could be a behavior, a person, a contract, a job, maybe moving out of a home that always had sort of negative energy. That happens. I was reading a story about somebody had a client who they moved into a home, and all of a sudden, like, the kids couldn't sleep and everything kept going wrong. And they left the house and everything sort of went back to normal. So it could be something like that for you guys here, because we do see this castle. Now, unfortunately, I do see the Queen of Wands in reverse, and I do see the Empress in reverse. So some of you guys, you are leaving behind a situation that you had put in a lot of time and effort because you weren't getting your needs met, or there may have been some sort of third-party involvement, or you were passed up for a job opportunity that was really, truly, that you felt like was meant for you. You were in a situation where you were carrying a lot of burdens, but I feel like with this Five of Wands, you're ready to release this, and Spirit wants you to take this risk with the Fool card in starting this new journey, because you will be moving into a different, more fulfilling type of stability, but you do need to sort of take this risk. We see the Six of Pentacles. It's about focusing your energy on situations, relationships, jobs, people where there's reciprocity, because I feel like you're moving out of a situation where you were doing all the work, where you weren't getting the love, the time, the energy, the money, the resources that you were putting into this connection. What you need to know, the Empress in reverse, like I said before, some of you guys, you may have been dealing with a third party situation, and if you were suspecting that, I feel like this would be confirmation. Also with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you're ready to purge and release that. And Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be just fine. This is absolutely what needed to happen. Your final outcome and an energy and advice is the Fool card. So you're ready to start something new. You're ready to release these burdens. You're coming out of conflict. You're aligning, okay? And you're calling in energy that's going to match your own. So it's actually really beautiful, beautiful energy here for my Aquarius, but it hasn't been without its difficulties. All right, let's get some additional messages for you with the energy oracles. All right, woman holding a coin. So I see my Aquas that you guys had invested a lot into this situation, but you weren't getting back. Either you were with somebody that just wasn't investing in you, or a company that wasn't giving back. Where there was no more growth. There was no room for, for change, for shifting this. Yeah, and a lot of you guys are a little bit confused. Spirit is telling you to connect with Source through prayer, through meditation, whatever it is to bring yourself balance. You may not have been trusting your own intuition and your own guidance. Remember, we have these beautiful synchronicities. We have double fives coming out. We have 3 10s coming out. So important number sequence for you. And remember, 55 is the master number of change, conflict, fluctuation. But it's also about you manifesting something brand new that's much lighter, releasing and purging the past, and being able to connect with source energy and see things clearly. Spirit wants you to trust, even if you may not be able to see the path forward at this point in time. All right, we see patience. So there's definitely healing that's taking place. Number 16 is the major arcana number of a tower moment. So this is a huge shift. Some of you are changing houses, changing jobs, letting go of a long-term commitment. There's healing taking place, but your prayers are also being answered, and everything's unfolding in divine timing. So just to be very patient. What I see here is that somebody You know, I feel like there's definitely a breakdown in a relationship or in a commitment or in a situation. You might be feeling really exhausted, but I also feel like with this new beginning, you're calling in a new situation, a new partnership, a new job, a new romantic partner who's going to really invest. But make sure you take the time to really do that heart healing. And we see the community. Yeah, some of you guys, there was some sort of third party situation. And for those of you going through that, I'm sending you lots of love and light. For others of you, you might just feel like you don't have support from the people around you, okay? And there may have been some sort of nasty gossip around this situation. There may be people, there may be naysayers who, you know, are judging this shift or this change that you're making, but Spirit wants you to know with the Hierophant, stay strong, keep going. This is your new path. This is also your true path, so trust it, okay? Let's see what else comes through. So we get the golden mirror. Yep, some of my aquas, man, you guys were definitely dealing with a narcissist, somebody who's self-absorbed, or it was a one-sided relationship. I do feel like with this man holding a heart, and we say like you were really taking care of this person. You know, you were cooking, you were cleaning, you were loving, you were showing up for them in all ways possible. And it was just, they were giving you the bare minimum. They would come in, I think, when they wanted attention. And for those of you where it was a job, it's like where you were doing and all putting in all this hard work, but you weren't really getting anything in return. Okay, and we get heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one. Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing here. Like after you've been in this really imbalanced situation, you're going through a major shift and a major change, and Spirit is bringing you somebody who's the one, somebody who's going to protect you, the perfect match, basically. But it does require you to purge and release something from the past here. We get not today, so not dealing. So somebody may be avoiding you. I do feel like, it could be your energy. It could be that you're still really angry. I feel like some of my aquas out there, you may have been trying to get closure from this person. And you're realizing, you know what, I have to get closure on my own. This person isn't opening up. They don't want to admit what's happened, or they just, they also may not be wanting to give you closure because they don't really want to let you go, but their actions have just become, just too much. You're ready for something new. Yeah, and soulmates. So I do feel like Spirit's showing you that after going through this very difficult time, Aqua, you're calling in something that's much more in alignment with you. And for many of you, it's a new person, it's a new relationship, it could be a new job, but it's just this beautiful overall energy of, everything's going to be okay here. All right. And many of you guys, this person from your past or this situation absolutely was meant for you. This was this is a soulmate contract. Our biggest lessons, are learned in these difficult situations. And I feel like you're, putting up strong boundaries, and you're moving forward. You're doing what's best for you. I also feel like you may have been dealing with somebody who wasn't honest and open about their feelings or about this situation. Because like I said, a lot of you, this person was, had you in a third party, or you were dealing with a boss or a company or a situation where they weren't giving you all the facts, and they were doing that to sort of keep you where you were, where they wanted you, basically. So we get the Huntress. I love that. Quest. The Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. And if that's not Aquarian, I don't know what is. Yeah, you guys are setting yourselves free. This absolutely hasn't been easy, but you're going to be rewarded for it. And I think your sights are set on traveling, on moving, on this new beginning. So the little star, divine, my inner child is whole and complete. So I also feel like a lot of you guys are doing some base chakra work, or at least that's what they're highlighting for me. That you're showing up for yourself by purging and releasing a situation that wasn't emotionally fulfilling, that was imbalanced, that wasn't best for you. And you're really showing up for your inner child, saying, you know what, it's okay, we're safe, I've got you. This is what we need to do. And that's beautiful. Especially where others haven't been showing up for you. And we get the Moonstone, passion. I'm entering a portal of euphoric love. Yeah, and I feel like many of you guys, you're either not going to be alone for very long. You've either met somebody else, and this is sort of what you're purging from a past situation, or you're just dedicated to, being happy and passionate about whatever it is that you engage in. No more of this, no more of this draining energy here. All right, let's go ahead and see what other messages come through for you guys. I'll be back. Okay, and I'm dreaming you into reality. So for some of you guys, you are going to have somebody coming back, but I feel like a lot of you guys, you may not even take this person's call. You may not even entertain this, this person, because I think you're manifesting something new and something different. Just a little bit of a warning. I do feel like this person, you will have to. This person who isn't dealing, whether this is you or them, are going to have to deal with the situation eventually. Okay. And yeah, I feel like you're calling in some sort of stability and some sort of commitment, whether this is through job or whether this is through a love relationship, but you're manifesting it. You have your sights set on reciprocity, emotional fulfillment, being wild and free, following your dreams and your desires. And it's happening for you. Absolutely, with this blue moon, Aqua. And your final message is secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. And we also see freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So I love that energy for you guys, Aqua, because I do feel that many of you guys, you're manifesting somebody or like a new situation. You might not be able to see it. I think it's a lot closer than you think. And it could also be this mask, this secret admirer. Somebody is, somebody that you don't quite know is going to reach out to you. Somebody that's been manifesting you. Now, again, if you guys do want a reconciliation and you want to work on a partnership or a long-term commitment, I definitely see that being possible. Okay, but it's so important that you focus on your dreams, your desires, and your freedom. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.